Welcome to the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel. I'm your host, ArmaniTalks. In this channel, I'm covering communication skills for you to level up your way with words and become much more articulate. In today's episode, we are entering the land of emotional intelligence, and I'm going to be talking about whether or not attraction can be built. I have a polarized opinion regarding this. I think, yes, attraction can be built because attraction can be lost. I believe a polarity does exist. Now, for plenty of people, they have this, you could say, victim mindset regarding attraction, where they act as though they have no control regarding it. I think there is a lot of control, and I recall there was a particular situation in college that made me realize this. In college, there were two girls. One's name was Shelina, the other's name was Sadia. Shelina, for the most part, was not good looking, but she was really sweet. Sadia, on the other hand, was a bombshell, really attractive, but was not sweet. You could say she was even masculine. Now, the unique thing about both of them was that their dads died. And this caused Shelina to be even sweeter. Whenever she's interacting with a guy, you could tell she really wants the guy to lead. While with Sadia, it had the exact opposite effect on her. When her dad died, she felt as though she had to lead. And whenever she was trying to interact with other men, these other men could not lead Sadia. And this is when I noticed something unique. Shelina never had a problem attracting men, but Sadia did. Now, objectively speaking, Sadia was way better looking than Shelina. But for whatever reason, guys found Shelina more attractive. Eventually, after Shelina won over them with her personality, they started to view her in a more attractive way. Whenever people were saying, hey, who do you think is prettier, Shelina or Sadia? Most people would still say Sadia. But you would see that this was not a fixed state, where if you're just seeing pictures of them, everyone would say Sadia by a long shot. But after interacting with them, what happened was that it went from Shelina Sadia like this to Shelina Sadia like this, where Sadia was still more attractive, but Shelina was starting to catch up. And this went on to show to me that attraction, it's not something that is fixed. At first, sure, it could be fixed, but the more that you consistently see someone, the more that rapport is built, and from there, an attraction can be built. Now, is this likely to happen? It really depends. I think for it to happen, you must pass what I call the kiss test. This is when you look at someone and you ask yourself, does the thought of me kissing them gross me out? If the answer is yes, I think the likelihood of you building attraction for this person over time is low. But if you say, no, the thought of me kissing them does not gross me out. It's not something that I would do, but it doesn't gross me out. If you say that, then I believe the likelihood of you building attraction over time does increase. So I do think attraction can be built. There are plenty of people that are in the dating phase that rule off potential perfect matches simply because they say, well, I'm not attracted to the other person, but you just didn't give it time. If attraction is a deal breaker for you, then do whatever you have to do. But if you have made a list of what I call non-negotiables, and you could say attraction isn't a non-negotiable, you're like, I would like them to be attractive, but they don't have to be a 9 or 10, then you want to be a little bit more open-minded when it does come down to the attraction variable. It is highly subjective, but you want to ask yourself, are you ruling this person out a little too quick? Maybe so. Remember what happened with Shelina and Sadia. This case study showed us that attraction is not fixed, it is dynamic in nature. So you don't want to rule out the perfect match for you because you are being a little too impulsive. If you enjoyed today's talk, drop that like for me right on below, hit subscribe, hit that bell notification, and never miss another episode again.